Looks like you're going to come up. There's Robin.
Well, you got in. I don't know how I'm going to get in.
David Croner. Hey, Robin, I can't hear you. What is going on here? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Unmute on.
Pen?
Robin, I got you.
566 248 259. Do you have the Zoom downloaded on your TV, or will I send you a copy of the email?
Okay, I think I got it.
Yeah.
You can hear
Who's this again? Lynn. Okay, I'm sending it to you now. Just give me a minute.
Okay, I
Okay.
found the way in, so. But it
Lynn, sorry.
I'm going to use calling computer, but I
Sorry,
still
Lynn
can't.
needs a
You can hear
copy
me,
of
right?
the email.
I can hear you on the phone.
Can anybody hear me via the screen?
I can hear you on Zoom, yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, I can't hear you other than on Peter's actual phone.
I
Yeah.
sent it out so
I
that
gotta-
you can hear me.
I gotta send Lynn a copy of the email again. Or can you do that easier, Peter? Because if I turn it off, I might lose every damn thing.
Yeah, hold on.
Hi, David. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Oh,
Good man.
hi, David.
Let's see.
Lynn
Why-
Famille. So you're doing your fishing trip. Is it this weekend you're doing the fish camp, David?
Yep, it's Sunday. Going to be with Melissa, her husband, and their son Nick, and the children from the orphanage.
Fantastic. Hey, I got to show you a shirt I got for a 5K tomorrow.
Wow. Does it say E-Club?
What do you think of
No E-Club.
that?
Where's
No,
your
it's not- it's not
URL,
E-Club.
Robin?
It's there's a 5K on with Gulf Breeze Rotary participating, sponsoring it, and the beneficiary of it. So I said I'd run it, and I saw
Well,
these
take a
shirts.
Sharpie and write your URL on it, Rotary E-Club 34.
Oh, don't
But
ruin
wear
that
it
beautiful shirt.
when you do
No.
that.
Okay, so you're gonna have good weather down there anyway tomorrow.
It's raining like a son of a gun right now. Who knows what Sunday
Really?
will be?
Geez, we haven't seen rain here for weeks.
You're lucky.
Weeks.
Where are you located, David?
I'm in Hollywood, Florida.
Oh,
near
yeah,
between
it's
Fort
raining.
Lauderdale and Miami.
Raining pretty heavy in that area right now.
Yes, it
It's
is.
on the stop of the train.
Wow. Wow.
There's a train I take to
um,
Miami from Tampa. It stops in Hollywood.
Yeah, we'll wait for Lynn to get in, and then we'll probably go with a more structured meeting. But we certainly set the cat among the pigeons in bringing up the name change.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
That's okay. Also, Peter, last night I sent you a copy of a name tag. I sent a picture.
I saw it, but I didn't open it.
Okay, that's fine. I met some guys that had a nice credit card size tag that they wear when they go out and about. Not the regular round kind of rotary tag thing, which is a bit like a black.
Can I do some bragging?
Oh, yeah, something like that. Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
That's this is the big catalog, the Rotary catalog.
These guys told me they charge about $13 a pop plus shipping. But they can be nice. With our logo on, it'd be lovely.
Yeah, this is a very sturdy one. Little one.
Wait for Lynn. We rang the bell.
The Rotary E-Club 34.
Susan, you gotta get a picture. Susan, you gotta
Hold
get
up
a
that
picture
bell
of
again. Wait a minute. Hold up that bell. Peter.
There it is.
No, I have to see the whole of you. Come on. Okay, there you go.
Ring the bell.
Yeah, ready? You ready?
Very good. Nice photo.
We have our own Rotary Bell now. You see the
Oh, you didn't do that. Okay, I have to do it again. All
There
right.
you go. We got the Rotary Bell up there now. Okay.
That's a hoot.
There you go.
That's
Okay,
great.
here we go.
Way to go.
I'll do a straight one here. There you go.
He's
Perfect.
weakening.
Thank you.
We're official, boys and girls.
Okay.
I have a little one. It's a little smaller than that, but I need my lighting here. I'm going to put theater
Oh,
lighting
there's
on me.
Karla from Australia. Wow.
Karla, welcome.
Way to go. Hi, Karla.
Oh, where's she?
Yeah.
There she is.
Hi.
waving to
Oh,
us.
and Lynn's here. Okay.
there's
Hi.
Lynn.
Hi, Karla.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Oh, great to see you. Yes.
Yes.
Hi, Lynn.
Thank you very much for putting the meeting at this time so that I can join
Susan,
in.
why have you still got the phone, Susan?
Huh? Oh, I'll explain in a minute. Karla, say something.
Yeah.
Hello, good day from Australia to everyone.
Okay, good, because I needed a photo of you.
That's
Um,
great.
And
when you
our
speak,
meeting
you
is
get
being recorded,
to be
everybody.
the big screen.
Our meeting is being recorded.
You're recording
All
now,
right.
yeah?
Excellent.
Good.
Well, it does automatically. Yeah.
Okay. So what we need to do is let's do a kind of go around to each other and talk a minute or two about ourselves. Have you got it recording, Peter?
Yeah, it's being recorded automatically.
And you can give us the link to it then, because Hans in Germany may not be able to make it. Okay, let's start with the newest member. I think it's Karla, is it? Yeah, it is. The latest
I
edition.
think that all the members.
Where
I
are you
think that the
located?
members-
Where are you located, Karla?
So my name is Karla Castellanos, and I'm located in Sydney, Australia.
Wow.
One of my favorite cities.
Pretty opera house.
Is that so? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Great.
I
So
visited.
what time is
And-
it now, Karla?
So sorry, say again.
What time is it?
At the moment is 9 a.m. or 9:15 on a Saturday morning.
Ah.
Oh,
It's a good time.
I'm tired already.
Our
That's
member
good.
in Germany, Hans, has midnight.
Yeah.
On Friday.
Yes. I thank you. I wanted to thank you
So,
for organizing the meeting at this time, but I wanted to suggest that to give opportunity to all, maybe we all European time, and that way everybody doesn't get to miss out.
Yeah. So, I didn't
What
hear.
did she say? What time?
Can you get it, David?
Yes, I got it. It sounded like she
Is
was
the sound-
suggesting we alternate the time.
Ah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Why is the sound breaking up, Peter? Peter's our guru so far.
I have no idea. I can't tell you except that it's probably the bandwidth out of Australia.
Okay. Oh, that's a good technical answer. Now I'm as wise as ever. Jeez. Yeah. So, Karla, tell us, how are you finding the fact that you joined the E-Club? How are you finding that, and what are you getting out of it? Because I'm trying to help Peter, no, not Peter, David, find the answer to that question for himself. What are you getting out of your membership now?
Okay, so the original reason why I decided to join a club back in the US, very close to my regional sort of origin in South Florida, is because one of the criticisms that I've heard many times is that Rotary Ambassadorial Scholars and Rotary World Peace Fellows, once they've had the benefit of the scholarship, they never return home. But I was physically in Australia, so it was hard to go back. So I find in the E-Club the perfect compromise, because although I am physically here in Australia and I'm active down here with Rotary, I can reach back to Rotarians back home. So I'm getting the best out of both worlds out of joining Rotary in this way, because when I go here locally and I talk to clubs and I do my community service, I talk to them about my club back home, the E-Club, and they're quite interested to know. And also the timing, you wouldn't believe that meeting this way for me on a Saturday morning is more convenient than meeting regularly late at night or at the middle of the day or even early in the morning. So I find in it a great convenience and also a very interesting thing to tell local Rotarians in a way to reach back home.
Good.
That's wonderful.
David, does that play into answering some of your questions?
The jury is still out. I'm still collecting information, and I'm still trying to make things work better.
Yeah. Good. Like, I think for each of us in an E-Club, we're kind of individualistic in our own way, and I think it just gives us that extra edge over a regular club. The fact now that we can use this Zoom to get together is going to bring us closer as a group, even though we might never physically meet each other. And we still have the opportunity to visit any Rotary Club anywhere in the world and be accepted as a Rotarian. I think it's that's my sales story. Lynn, what do you think? You're a long-time member, Lynn.
Well, I think our E-Club meets people's needs, and the reasons are just as varied as the reasons for why everyone joins. I think you're right. People are individualistic. Like Karla said, scheduling-wise, it's advantageous to be in an E-Club, and I love the idea for her that it links her with her home zone, as opposed to just solely being active within Sydney.
Good.
Yeah.
Peter, your club, of course, folded, so you were looking for a home, and we took you in, right?
That's true. I was homeless. But I'm rather new to Rotary. I didn't join till 1976.
Wow.
So I guess they figured I was too old anyway, and I got turned down by another club, if you can believe that.
Yeah.
Well, the reasons are what? Too old?
Yeah.
I'm not sure that was the
Suzanne,
reason. There must be more spurious grounds.
Karla, I just want to say that your picture doesn't do you justice.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Look at that. You want to watch out for these old guys, you know?
I may be old, but I'm not dead, right?
Yeah.
You're too kind. You're really too sweet. I have to say, it's great actually.
Yeah. Do
Looking at
you
you all
see the
in
hook
the
coming
videos,
around the
because-
corner at his neck from his right?
Oh, very kind of you, very
Yeah.
kind of you. I'm flattered, and it's actually so nice to be able to interact this way, because I have to say, reporting on the feeds every week, goes so far, but the interaction is always great. So this is nice.
Well, I think it's the way to go.
I sent in this week's meeting, you'll see a copy, I know it was this week's meeting, a copy of a letter I sent to our district about the hurricane. They sent out an appeal for the Carolinas and the Bahamas, but they forgot about our sister club down in Dominica. And I've already had a response from Will about, well, didn't I see what they sent out for the other guys? I said, yes, but it doesn't mention Dominica. And we did a fundraiser at a breakfast club that I go to here yesterday morning. They passed the hat, and we raised $250, which is for victim relief down in Dominica. And I know the E-Club will chip in something. We have it in our funds to do so. But there are other clubs going to do the same. And in talking with our district governor-elect this afternoon, Mike Chapman, I had a very cordial conversation with the guy. He offered to let me put an email out to all the district presidents. So I'll be interested. That's just a little bit of bit of business. The other thing is reporting attendance is it becomes an issue, and what we call attendance becomes an issue. And we're looking at there's another e-club, e-club 1, and they require that you say something in 2 meetings, each thread of the meeting, and you do 12 community hours a quarter. That's 1 hour a week, and all of us are doing more than that anyway. So we need, as a club, I'll be looking for suggestions as to how we will quantify attendance so that it meets Rotary standards. And what they're saying in this email was interesting, because they were saying basically that if you're doing activity, it qualifies. So we'll have to see how it plays in, and it may not. Some of our longer term members may not like to change, and that's fine. We may have to have a 2-tier system to eventually get over to a better way of doing it. But some people are comfortable with the way we do it now. So I'd ask you for contributions in the regular meeting as to what you think about that. Okay.
Could I make a suggestion on that line?
Yes?
Sure.
I think that the beauty of the Rotary E-Club is that there is a modality for every lifestyle, right? I think that keeping the sort of live feeds in the website, where some people that may have the opportunity to meet live like we do, then can just simply go into the threads. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
Now, yes.
Go ahead.
So sorry. So if people meet in the threads and participate on the websites, sort of in the meetings that are listed on the website, it gives them the flexibility that if they couldn't make the particular time for the meeting, then they go there. And reporting, I feel that there's 2 kinds of reporting. One is just being present at a meeting each week, and that counts for what, 1 hour at a week, or does it count in terms of
30 minutes? We're 30 minutes a week.
Okay, so 30 minutes a week.
It can be in 5-minute increments. And sometimes, if you come into the meeting on a Friday, you could probably go through the meeting anyway in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Well, that is still the meeting, and you've done it, in my opinion.
Right, and I think I agree with you, John, because I think that gives some people flexibility to say, well, I'm going to the website, looked at what people are talking about, and I participated. So that is for those who are very time-strapped. But then occasionally when they can join in to the live meeting, that should count that week for that meeting, shouldn't it?
This is a very new thing that we have meetings live, okay? So that hasn't been an option. And some people just didn't check in. So when they don't check in, it feels like they weren't there.
Well, we can see on the system if somebody just looked and didn't say anything. But we don't want to get down to that level. We would just prefer somebody check in and say hi. Say goodbye out to the guy who's got a bio, and say, great program, Susan, or great program, Lynn, or great program, Peter, when he does a program, or great program like I did my program. And then we know you're there.
Robin, there's one club that asks their members to read the meeting and then report back to the secretary directly. So that was one of the discussion points in the Fellowship of E-Clubs.
I don't really think that fits everyone necessarily, Suzanne.
No, I'm not for it. I'm just saying that's one of the options.
Yeah.
I think also we can take attendance on this meeting. I mean, I know who's on this call right now, so.
Really?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But I haven't heard from David Croner.
Yeah.
And
actually, David Croner is on here twice.
I can't see him.
You're not giving him credit for 2 meetings, okay?
Oh, I've got David twice. Oh, okay. Sorry, David.
He's got 2 boxes here on the screen.
Well,
yeah, did he check in?
That doesn't count for 2 meetings, David.
So I would like to add something to the discussion on attendance, and that is not whether the question is if someone just reads the form or participates or what have you. But we have people who do participate on the form and that I'm not convinced are reporting their attendance. I just think that we're all adults, and this sounds a bit like hand-holding of kindergartners and preschoolers when we have to continue to urge people to report their attendance. For goodness sakes, if you want to be a member of a club, any club, there are certain responsibilities that come with it. And part of that should include reporting attendance.
I'm a violator. I haven't figured out how to report attendance yet on the website.
Well, I'll fix you on that in a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, there is a box that says, what does it say? Makeup
that's
and
back to-
attendance.
Can I also
That-
add
that's
to
back
that?
to-
I'm sorry, can I
Yeah,
add to
that's-
that? Because I was trying to be very active and proactive and report, and I will write my long email or contribution, and I will send the button for send, and it will tell me error. And I did that a couple of times, and I completely got discouraged.
What I would do, I will give you, if you haven't got it, I would send you the link for Club Express or the person's address that I write to there, or that I phone when I'm in trouble. And I think it's best if you probably email him direct and he will respond back to you. Okay?
Karla, you already did.
I did, yeah, and a lot of the trouble
okay.
was already fixed. So I'm just letting you know, because maybe others were trying and then they got discouraged because they couldn't find a way to deal with the software.
Yeah.
But that could be part of it. But if it is fixed, and it's an easy way to say, hello, I did this week, I went to do this community service, or here's my picture, people may be more enticed because the software enables them to be active and report.
Karla,
They don't know where to go, Karla.
Well,
wait a minute. I just
Club
want to
Express-
express Karla's concern, please. Karla, I believe that you're making a lengthier report than is required, and it's not able to have the capability. It's really asking, like, how many hours of community service or how many hours of international service. It's not particularly asking you for the specific.
Detail,
You had a lot of specifics.
Because
It overloads it.
Yeah, no, Lynn, I think she had a problem with software all around. There was other problems.
Too. I know that, but she was saying something different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lynn, you're perfectly correct. You know what I thought when you were talking about reporting was participation into the weekly feeds. No, I apologize. Yes, reporting has never been an issue. I got confused. I now realize it's one thing is making a participation into the weekly themes or feeds, and the other one is simply saying, okay, I've done X, Y, and Z. You're correct. No, it's two different things. I never had trouble reporting. In fact, I had trouble logging in. Yes, you're right.
Okay.
The surveys only open a week or so, and so a lot of people, when they check in late, they don't find any survey open. So they can't report. So if they lose that window, then when we are told, report now, and it's a week later, it's gone again.
Yeah, I have that problem right now.
It's only open for 10 days at the end of the month because we have a timeline to report it to Rotary International.
Right.
So 10 days is enough, basically. And hey, let's face it, we all joined the E-Club for flexibility. The least we can do is take 3 minutes to do the attendance thing, because that's all it takes, basically. You did 4 meetings, or if you did 1 or 2 makeups, and if you have service hours, you write in 20, and are they community hours or club hours or whatever the analysis is. We don't need a whole lot because we're all Rotarians, and is it the truth? And that's what we work on. I believe every one of you until I find out you're wrong.
But this is good conversation because we realize why people have the problem. They either don't hit the time frame or they don't know where to look to do it. And David was going to write down step by step. I hope you're taking notes, David. This is part of the how-to, to do that.
Suzanne, I think you can mute your phone.
I still can't hear you. That's my problem.
Yeah,
You
we're
can hear me,
creating-
but I can't hear you.
No, but
Okay.
you could mute your phone, Suzanne.
Say what?
You could mute your phone. You could
Oh,
mute your
I'm
phone
sorry.
so you don't
Oh,
get
how do
the
I do
bounce
that?
back.
Let me see. Where do I mute the phone?
You don't need the phone.
It's a button
I
that
don't.
says
Oh,
mute.
oh, I see.
Jesus,
Okay, mute.
Susan, you don't need the
Okay.
freaking phone.
Okay,
How's
now
that?
you can still hear us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a great fix.
That way you won't get the echo back and forth.
Yeah.
Voice.
Because I'm hearing everything double. Problem is, we had a lightning strike, and so some of my computer decided to die. So I have the problem with sound. And then I thought, I'll just call Peter, and he will leave his phone on speaker, and so I can hear you
Okay,
all
so-
through his speakerphone.
Yeah, what have your petunias got to do with attendance?
This was Peter's suggestion to mute my phone, so it's a little technical
It's my
insert.
fault.
Peter, you're being very quiet there.
I said it's my fault.
No, Peter, David is being quiet.
Oh, David, yes. Well,
Yeah.
David, I'm seeing double, David.
Yeah.
I'm playing with several technology items here.
Ah, you're not getting feedback though from them.
Now,
I've got
before
one muted.
before Lynn and Karla came on, David was talking about a fishing community
Fellowship.
service project he's doing this weekend. Could you elaborate a little bit, Peter, for the ladies?
Okay, we have another person from the same district as Karla used to be in, 6990. Karla and I have met several times at a couple of the conventions and such. Full disclosure, I used to wear a wrinkled khaki coat, tell people where to go to the bathroom, etc. She now recognizes me, I think.
Yes.
So
Yes.
anyway, Melissa, who is also a member of our club, lives in this area. She and I and several other people are going to take a bunch of orphans from the SOS Village, Florida, to
Wonderful.
fishing at a local fish in the barrel place called Bass Pro. We're kind of lucky. One of the guides there, also an employee there, had made those arrangements with us, so that'll be on Sunday.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, wonderful.
More importantly,
Right.
Karla, tell us, you're talking to us from the future. What's going to happen in the next few days?
Yeah, right.
Right, you're in
Well-
the future, Karla.
That's correct. There is a famous saying that says, it doesn't matter if the world comes to an end today, it's already tomorrow in Australia.
That's good.
Well,
Lynn,
Australia
the
is the
future
place
is bright.
where
Lynn,
the New
Lynn,
Year's
you
start.
have-
All the New Year's I see in Germany on TV always starts with your opera house and the wonderful fireworks.
Oh yeah, the fireworks on the bridge in Sydney Harbour. Wow, wild, wild.
That's right.
Have you something to on any project that you're working on currently?
So what I do is I actually have my name on the local speakers list, and I get a lot of calls to go and talk to Rotarians in all over New South Wales, which is quite a large state here in the northern, sort of middle to northern part of Australia. And I constantly am coordinating visits to various Rotary clubs to go talk and promote foundation programs. That's what I do. I promote scholarships because I've been a recipient twice, and I can relate and convey to local Rotarians my history, my story about Rotary, and show them how their investment, has actually been translated into my daily work, the projects I do here locally, and I do a lot of different projects for work professionally. But that stems from Rotary's investment in me to do my degree in urban design and in peace and conflict resolution. So I go and talk to clubs. So at the moment, I'm organizing a whole day of talks up in a beautiful place in the northern central coast of New South Wales called the Entrance and Woy Woy. So I have a meeting in the morning, I have a lecture at night, and I'm going to have home hospitality from a local family of Rotarians. So that's my next project. So appreciations and clubs in this local region of New South Wales. And that's what I'm doing right now.
Great stuff. Wow, that's great. Peter, we were talking the other day, and you had a talk about a contribution that from your prior club that you might be. We were kicking it around, and I wanted a meeting this week too. Yeah. Elaborate.
Just to let you all know, the solar lamp project is on hold for the moment because the young man who designed it, we couldn't come up with a minimum quantity to get the manufacturer to ship on the solar lamps. So we're working on a workaround on that. But in the meantime, I established a nonprofit here in Florida, and with a contribution from my club, I would like to perhaps find a home for $800 and do it on a matching basis. Find a worthy cause, identify it, and then use that $800 and hopefully get some matches.
Peter, Robin and I were talking about the possibility of a next disaster happening, which you never know. And our club has in the past bought shelter boxes.
Yeah, he mentioned that, and I think that might be a good alternative.
And so we would maybe fill it up from club individual or club fund and then add the $1,000 to disaster relief.
So we will put this in the regular meeting as well, because all the other members need to be aware of what we're talking about.
Well, I'd like to personally be able to do 2 tents, 2 boxes.
Wow, 2,000, sure.
Yeah,
but our club, remember, has very mixed in terms of being able to give.
Well, that's not my point. I think Rotary, too often we look at our own members rather than looking outside. And I think there are a lot of community businesses and individuals and organizations that would like to contribute and participate in Rotary. You know, I don't think membership should be a requirement for service.
Okay, if let me tell you about our district, because I have thought about that when I was president here. And part of it is we don't have a 501c3 in our club. So when we ask for larger donations, and we can in our district, we have the Herbert Brown Foundation, which runs small clubs' contributions through it to help those small clubs that don't have a separate foundation within the club. Mm-hmm. So you can ask bigger businesses and they can write off their donation if run it through that bigger program, the foundation of the district.
Okay, we're getting a bit technical when we're going into 501(c)(3)s, and I don't see, you know, if that question comes up that we're getting a big lump of money from somebody, then we can deal with it. But I think until then, we're probably burdening ourselves unnecessary with a lot of.
I'm really thinking.
I'm just saying.
David would know more about it because he's in the financial sector. But
well, he knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yes. Lynn, you're being quiet there. We want to hear from you.
I'm just giving everybody else a chance.
I saw you drinking out of a bottle. I hope it was water.
It was water. It won't be later when I'm on my way out when I finish this meeting. But for now, yep, it's a bottle of water.
Good.
Lynn, what's happening with literacy?
Well, that's a good question. I'm kind of in limbo. I'm waiting for some final approval from our DG Will to move forward with a couple of projects. And one of them is that I propose that our district governor has organized a cruise for the meeting in April, and
that's this year, this year's program.
This coming year's program, yep. And so that cruise will take us to Mexico, to Cozumel. So I have located, there are 3 Rotary clubs there. I've located one that is an English-speaking Rotary club, mostly made up of expats. And their sole mission is to work on improving the lives of the impoverished children in that designated area. They do a lot of nice work. So I've reached out to try to establish relationships with them, and my goal is that every Rotary Club in our district would provide a literacy backpack that would go on the cruise ship with us and then get off the cruise ship with us in Cozumel and then go straight to the club. We'd meet the club. Yeah, David, what's up? You look like you know, you want to say something.
Yeah, I've got direct personal knowledge of that. You have a couple issues with that. Number one,
Tell them, David.
you have several hundred people troop off a ship carrying a lot of merchandise
I
that
was
involve
one of them.
customs. If you involve customs, it gets very
You carry
complicated.
off a personal backpack.
I have direct personal knowledge. I have organized these sort of things with Cozumel, with the Cozumel Rotary Club, with the orphanage there, and with the Salvation Army from Cancun. I know what I'm talking about.
So what did they do? They asked you for customs?
What happens as follows: before you make this arrangement, you need to double check with the nice people in the immigration, the customs service down there to see what they're willing to put up with 200 people trooping off a ship. You do not want to put 200 people ready to go off a ship and have a fun day in Cozumel into a stateroom in the ship while they're waiting for negotiations to finish with customs people. We had that experience. It was interesting.
Is that what happened to you?
That's what happened to us.
I had the same experience.
Well,
I haven't had that experience, so that's interesting to know that you have. And how did you resolve it, David?
The way they did it is they broke apart all the packages, all the materials, and they put them into individual packages for beachwear, things of that nature, to conceal it, so that everybody knew what was going on, but it did not appear like they were importing stuff into Mexico. And so people had brought in large boxes filled up with books and writing materials, which one of my clients who was involved with one of those types of companies in Mexico found it hilarious that people were importing paper to Mexico since they manufacture it there.
Right. So you're saying that a backpack that has scissors, markers, colored pencils, I'm not talking excessively heavy or large. You're saying that that's going to be a problem.
I'm saying that if you have 200 people march off the ship with identical backpacks, and some people show up with large boxes full of other materials, because Rotarians can be very
she's not talking about boxes.
No boxes.
No, but that'll happen.
No backpacks.
I think here Peter has made a good point that probably you might take under consideration.
I won't take that into consideration. I'm just trying to get your details, David. That's all.
Yeah. Okay.
Why don't you guys discuss that privately? I think that's a very good source, Lynn.
We'll take it offline.
Okay, can I tell you something about youth exchange?
Hold on, everybody. We're running up to 45 minutes, and we don't want to overdo it. Okay?
Okay.
I think it's...
may I just say that it's November 1 deadline for youth exchange for next year, and people are applying, and you should tell everybody.
Well,
Now, this is for outgoing.
This is for youth exchange. So I'm the youth services chair of our club. So if you have somebody you want to recommend to apply for Rotary Youth Exchange between 15 and 18, they need to get their application in by November 1st.
Okay, so we're talking about outbound, right, Suzanne?
Yes, outbound,
These things that we've discussed here, we've had a good discussion, I think. Points have been made, and we need to consider them. But I think I put a little bullet on each of the things that you were mentioning right into the regular meeting. 2 reasons: the other people that may not get to view the recording will be aware of what you're saying. And I got 2 hearing aids, and the sound on this thing isn't great. And sometimes I don't understand half what you're saying. And I might
take notes?
I might make the wrong comment or give you the wrong answer. That applies especially to you when we were on the phone, Peter. Some of the times I was just winging it, buddy.
Karla,
okay, so So that the point is to make your points in the regular meeting, okay? And also this weekend, next weekend up here in Sandestin, there is going to be what's called a Zone Institute, zones 33 and 34, which is almost all of South Florida, including up here. They're coming to Sandestin. There'll be 29 district governors, district governor-elects, district governor nominees, all the mucks. Registration fees are high for this thing. So to try to get some interest in our Tree of Remembrance, I've taken a table at their House of Friendship for that, and I've also taken a table for the Dingle Rotary Bead, which is a polio fundraiser for a club in Ireland that I'm trying to help. So that's happening too. So we're all, that's good. Everyone's got something on.
Karla,
Right.
Karla,
Yes.
yes, I think we should have a club exchange with you down there and send a student down your way and you send somebody up this way. I would personally volunteer to host.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, I would hope
but it
somebody
can.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
Our
sounds
district
it.
does not
I
do
think that might be
direct
looking-
exchanges unless you want to take one for just the summer.
That's what I was thinking.
That only costs you $500 for the arrangements.
I did youth exchange for 3 different districts, so
Yeah, so you know.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah. Once I get into the new house that I'm building, I thought I'd get in by Thanksgiving. Now it looks like Christmas, which I hope it is. But we'll have a bed for a student if they want to come up.
Well, you need to take the tree back home, you know, just put all those ribbons in your living room.
Okay, guys, we're going to wrap it up. I think, thank you all very much for your time. This has worked well. Now, we probably have to stagger the next one to midday so
Yes.
we can get the German guy in. I explained to him, he told me it was midnight over there and he tried to get in. But so I said we had to stagger it to accommodate our Australian girl, and she didn't leave me down. She
No.
came up.
Oh, you're too kind.
It would be terrible if you hadn't been here. So that's great. Good to see your smiling face, David. I hope we catch a couple of big ones at the weekend.
Thank you.
I think that SOS Village is wonderful. That's worth a story. That's a Swiss or German thing, is it? SOS Villages?
Austrian.
Austrian, yeah.
It's originally from Austria, around the corner.
That's a very good system. I saw one in
Yeah.
Bangladesh.
And as I said in the email, Karla, if you're having trouble posting, if you have it written up, just email me whatever with the picture. You send me a picture, which is fantastic. See if you can post it yourself. I'll be opening this next week's meeting in a minute. See if you can post it yourself, and if not, just email them to me and I'll get them in for you.
Okay.
Yeah, David Fish.
No worries. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you very much for that. And
Excuse me.
Are we ready to close the meeting?
Wait, Ellen wants to say something.
Yeah, I'm trying really hard. I just need to please ask David for contact information so I can call him. I need to discuss and get his feedback on the project.
I'll email you this information. I'll go online. I'll email you from the website.
Thank you.
Good. Ring the bell. Thank you, everybody. Good evening, good night, good morning, whatever.
thank you. It was great.
Take care. Thanks again.
And thanks, Peter,
you.
for the
Thank you,
extra
Tom.
phone.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Bye, David.